It's just a pointer. Every word is just a maximum is a pointer. It has nothing to do with the reality, you know. So it covers. Every word covers much more than it reveals. It covers much more than it reveals. Right? So this is the balance.
That's where poetry comes to you.
Yeah, well, yeah, the all
that's
art.
That's where poetry and
the
art.
Art.
Yeah.
You see, the like science. So from here we can go so many different directions.
Yeah.
But I'm just tempted to go here and there and here
art
and there,
science.
and just to expose all this matrix, which is so obviously
Please expose.
a fantasy.
Expose the matrix.
It's our mental fantasy. It has no reality whatsoever. The way we live our life, we are trapped in the fantasy of our own making. And that's the game of life. We are that life. So we are life. We are, at first, we are life. So experience of being alive is that life. Okay? If you see concepts as concepts, then what's left is life. Then it doesn't disappear.
So you actually live life when you see that. You actually begin to live and experience life to the fullest. Like that's really life. That's just life.
Yeah, it's life which was always there for you, but it was asleep. That life is now awakening. That's all. Life doesn't go anywhere. A child had this life. Then, as a growing up, you fall asleep and you had this teenage crisis and oh my God. And so you got derailed from direct experience of being alive. Experience of being alive was covered, right? Was covered like a wall, covered the reality from you. What's reality is experience of being alive. So experience of being alive was separated from experience of being alive. So this experience of being alive here, see here, there's a larger experience of being alive. But to experience that magnitude of experience of life, you have to break through the wall of indoctrinated self. You have to see how the indoctrinated self, how it restrains you.
Wants to keep you on the other side of the wall.
Yeah, exactly. It wants to keep you here. And that's the game of life. That's the game of life itself. So life brought
That's the game of the matrix.
Yeah, the matrix is created by you. Everything is created by us. Because your experience of being alive. You are not me. You are not me.
The matrix is created by us.
Yeah. It's
Can you explain that?
Specifically and for every person.
I thought we're born into the matrix.
Created by us. But born is like, again, like you said, birth never even occurred. Right. So you were never born.
Yeah.
So you just engaged into playing that game of plane of limitation. Let's call this game plane of limitation. So life as it is, boundless life, right? Life of being alive experience of tremendous magnitude, which we don't know here. I mean, it tastes psychedelics, we start feeling more and more.
The walls start melting.
Oh, life is absolutely boundless. Experience of being alive is so unbelievably rich and juicy, and well, even a child cannot experience that. It's just like beyond that, right? It's you have to be not born yet or died out of this situation to completely get into that. But this game between so-called birth and so-called death, it's the game of a plane of limitation. So life that has this experience which is boundless and infinite and absolutely uncontained, right? Like absolute perfection. So life can experience that at will, like anything. So on
what do you
another
mean life
side,
can experience that? You mean
life on another side of that wall. Life, which is real, like experience of being alive, like you now experiencing being alive, but of another magnitude, because the wall are broken. Now we are self-isolated, you know, with the wall of concepts, with the mental concepts.
But we chose to come and play this
indoctrinated
game.
self.
Didn't
We chose, yeah, we chose, yes.
to come and embody this avatar.
Yes, to embody, it's like a video game, okay? We embody that avatar just to experience the game, plane of limitation. Plane of limitation has its own
fun.
Its own
There's
fun.
blood, there's death, there's disease, there's
blood
trauma, there's trauma, there's tragedy.
And life out there, the big life knows that all this blood is just a tomato paste.
Like the video
Yeah,
game.
just like a movie, tomato paste is running. There's no blood, there's no death, there's no... Life knows that. That's why life allow it to be.
The real world.
Just like
you mean the real world?
Just
That's
like,
what you call life.
Just like, yes, a real world. So now, so you are, it's just like you who decided to play a video game, right? You decided, imagine if they tell you, what, this video game is so perfect, okay?
Who's you though? Is that consciousness?
No, well,
you, consciousness.
If on this
decided?
plane, okay, now they develop virtual reality and all this becomes better and better and better. Imagine tomorrow Zuckerberg come to you and says, oh, Josephine, we developed this multi-universe and all this stuff, and we developed this unbelievable game, right?
What are you waiting for, Zuckerberg? Come to me.
Yeah, he's coming up with that. No, so he created the game. So you entered into, but he said, but listen, as you enter to this game, like in every game, you have to suspend your reality, right? You are here.
You have to completely
You know
forget.
who you are.
Completely
No. It's not like you force yourself. No, you will not force yourself to forget. You will forget. Just like you engage in any game, you know, you forget yourself, right? You suspend.
Because we all forgot who we are.
Yeah.
That's why we're in pain and suffering. That's why we're trying to recreate the life that we love.
So you suspend your reality, right? You suspend your reality, even normal video game. Yeah? To experience video game, you have to suspend the reality. What's the fun if you remember who you are? You now avatar. You now going, you to this adventure, you climbing the mountains, you shoot at this guy, you got shot at, and all this stuff going on, right? So you are now playing and scoring and boom, 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 right? So you're part of it, you are in it, right? Now, Zuckerberg is telling to you, listen, Joseph, this game is such, it's so real, it'll grab you so hard that you will so much forget who you are. Your reality will be so suspended, so you will have no way out of this game. Unless inside of the game, you will awaken to understand what this game is. Otherwise, that will be a victory. So you have to win this freaking game to get out. And you will get what you wanted. You will experience plane of limitation, you will have adventure, you will have this and that, you will climb Mountain Everest, you will just do whatever you want. Do you think that life is a plane of limitation? No! Life is unlimited possibilities of any kind, of any sort. And most of the time, life experiencing everything as absolute perfection. Wouldn't you, if someone would tell you, Lord Josephine will transporting you to heaven here and now? Of course you will say, get me out of here, transport me to paradise where I can do whatever I want, the best food.
So why are we here?
You chose this plane of limitation because it has its own juice, its own adventure, its own thing. Its own becoming a hero, becoming a conqueror, can lead us back to awakening and to exposing Matrix for what it is, a video game. Nothing. Pixels on the screen. Nothing's going on. Tomato paste, not blood, Just like see it for yourself. So, you know what I'm saying? See it for yourself. And next time we will talk about how science is getting there step by step, and how much progress into investigating of nature of reality, and how much it goes along with what we are talking right now. Not to support what we are saying with conceptual evidences, but for the fun of it, to look how, because part of our mind is totally stuck in believing that science is actually in pursuit of knowledge, which is absolutely not true.
Not true, yeah. It was, but it's evolving out of that big time.
No, it was never.
It never
Never was. It's not even possible to know anything. To know anything. That's why I didn't want to start. That's a new thing.
No, I was just referring to Newtonian physics versus quantum mechanics
but
today.
Anyway, I mean, science studies processes and behaviors. Science has no access to what is. It just explains how different manifestations of life interact with each other. You know? It's an explanation of how real world interact. You know, interactions are recorded mathematically, formulas,
calculated
interactions. So we know how the reality will respond to our things. So by doing that, we can build machines. We know how it will respond. And laws are so firm and real of nature, so it's so reliable. So you can build spaceships. You can do anything, right? But
first principles,
you cannot know what the atom is, and never will. You will never know what the thing is. It's like you will never know what red color is. You see what I'm saying? There's no way. It's a silly question even to ask what is red color. You know, red color is the experience. So at the bottom of everything is the experience of being alive. So science now, the hard problem of consciousness, they cannot reconcile. You know.
They cannot reconcile the hard problem of consciousness with the experience of being alive.
They can't reconcile consciousness with the material world, so-called material world, you know, because they in scientific arrogance, they perceive that, like, of course we know what it is. And they don't admit even so, we don't know. We study processes and behavior, so it's not knowing. You know, it's not knowing, it's noticing how things interact with each other and using it to develop technology, and you can do that. But you cannot know the substance, the isness of things. And the only way to know isness of things is isness is who you really are. It's like who you are, it's like, you know what red color is, right? Do you know what red color is? How do you know what is red color? How do you know?
Just experiencing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There is no other way of knowing.
I don't know.
There is no way by mathematical formula to know a red color.
But by mathematical formula, you can build the spaceship.
Yeah,
that's really
do
crazy.
Yeah,
that's, if you think about it, again, if you think about it, that is just outlandish.
Yeah.
How the hell is that?
Yeah. So we will go deep into that.
Yeah.
But for now on, just if you wish, stay with that.